it is not possible. So in our day-to-day life, maths is a secret ingredient because it makes life smoother, logical, and surprisingly more fun. So many of us feel like maths is very tough and I'm not able to understand. But if you really have that passion of doing calculations, if you really want to know and be with numbers, mathematics is an amazing subject. So from the kitchen to the gym, from budgeting to traveling, we have everything covered in a coolest way with max, and in the right way with every step what we use is covered with mathematics. So there are many kinds of max which we use every day. Ever throw a ball or any object in a projectile motion, which includes geometry, inertia, spatial calculations, banking of a road, and so on. If you walk, geometry, friction, and inertia again, many math terms are used. So everything we do and watch, including any sports game, includes numbers. These are made up of the uses of max. Max is not only counting 1, 2, 3 or subtracting 1, 2, 3. It is more than that, which we will be seeing in the next forthcoming slides. So there are so many use of max in our lives. Every aspect of life depends upon the number what we use. Living a life without max is very crucial and it seems empty. And at the core, computers are number crunchers. Just think about the word computer, something that computes. Even if you use your laptop to send mail more often or you're using your mobile phone to do any process or any event, it is full of maths. Today, this event is happening because of a platform called Zoom, and it is possible because of mathematics with along with computer programming. So if you aspire to a career in computer science, you may wonder how much math you need to know to succeed. The answer depends on what you want to do with your computing career and how advanced you want to get. I hope at the end of this session you get an answer for everything, and anything that you don't get it, you can very well ask me. Whatever I know, I can help you to answer in a better way. So the before we start with anything, we also should know what is the role of maths in our daily life. The first thing that we have to concentrate is on solving stuff. It's like a problem solving sidekick mathematics. It helps us with things like figuring out how much paint we need for our room or the best way to get from A to B. It's like having a detective for everyday mysteries. Measuring everything. Max is the magic behind measuring, whether it's the ingredients for your favorite recipe, how far the pack is, or even what time it is. Max makes sure we get the right answers. I think I'm right in this. Even when you cook, when you brush your teeth, you have to measure the amount of paste you're going to take, amount of water you're going to use it. That's why if it is more, always there is a tag. Don't waste anything. Everything is measurable. Everything is measurable to have it for futures, to save it for future. And how are we measuring it? It is because of mathematics. Choosing wisely when you're picking between options, Max is like your smart advisor. It helps us compare prices, find out discounts, and choose the best deals. It's like having a shopping superhero. Time boss. It is very, very important. Wrangling time can be tricky, but Max is your time management helping tool or buddy. It sets alarms, helps plan our day, and make sure we are where we need to be on time. Pattern Pro. Ever notice things that happen in a pattern? Mac help us spot these patterns. It's like a secret code that helps us understand how things work and even predict what could happen next. So these are the 5 roles of mathematics, starting from solving stuff, measuring everything, choosing wisely, time boss, and pattern pro. So application of max in modern world, there are many different applications because it's the ultimate toolkit all over the place in every walk of our life. Max is very,
ஆமா.
very important. Whether you take a
வணக்கம்
paper,
சேகர்
solve
சார் ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் போடுங்க. இந்த பொண்ணுக்கு வந்து யுமிஸ் நீங்க என்ரோல் பண்ணீங்களா சார் காலேஜ்ல? ஆதார்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரி
participants, can you please mute?
அது அந்த பொண்ணோட யுமிஸ் நம்பர் கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்களா சார்?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for it.
ஆமா. கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க சார். இது லஞ்சுக்கு அனுப்புறேன். ஆக்சுவலி என்னன்னா, இல்ல இந்த பொண்ணு வந்தாதான் என்ரோல் பண்ண முடியும்.
Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, ma'am, no issues. I think all our faculties here, we know how to have a social behavior, right? Please mute yourself and you can unmute during the question and answer session. It disturbs when we are presenting. I hope all our faculties here, Sharmila ma'am. Sharmila ma'am, can I continue? Participants, can I continue?
Ma'am, kindly continue, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so modern world is existing with different applications of maths because it is going to be the ultimate toolkit, and that's all over the place in our modern world. So it is not about solving on paper, only on paper. You take your laptop or desktop, your mobile phone, whatever you do, whether you want to book a cab or book a food, everything is an app that is involved with most of numbers, that is called mathematics. So math shapes the cool stuff we use every day. Check on the ways maths is rocking our world. So there are different applications. The first one is tech magic. Whenever you use your phone and wherever you are, maths, it's a wizard behind coding apps, making robots work and even making video games super fun. And healthy heroes, maths is not just numbers, it's a lifesaver in medicine. It helps doctors see inside your body with fancy machines like MRIs, plus it's like a crystal ball for predicting diseases. Money talks, bankers or share market, everything would not work without maths. Think about it. How do they figure out interest, make budgets, and decide where to invest? It's all thanks to maths genius. Design dreams. Architects and engineers are like maths superheroes. Whatever, as I told you, every walk or life, right from the morning we get up, we switch off the alarm, we brush the teeth, we measure and cook, we walk here and there, everything is based on maths. It for mainly for the architects and engineers, maths are their superheroes. They use maths to build skyscrapers, bridges, and even roller coaster. It's like the secret weapon for making things stand strong and look cool. What not even to the space explorers, remember those epic space missions. Max is the brain power behind launching rockets, exploring planets, launching rovers, whatever it is. We involve only with mathematics. So internet magic. So ever wondered how your message zip around the world instantly? That Max magic in action. It helps keep the internet fast and secure. Mac is also our Earth buddy. It helps scientists understand climate change, track animals, and keep our planet happy and healthy. Math and art, yep, they are besties. Ever seen those mind blowing digital art pieces? They are created using matrix and patterns that make your eyes pop. Without AutoCAD and designer softwares for NIFT, it is not possible to have the design of clothes or design of whatever we have it now. We don't go for a physical model, we go for a virtual model and then we decide. So groovy art or have some transportation Max makes the ride smooth. It helps design highways, create GPS maps, and even figure out the fastest way to deliver your pizza. Energy all stars from solar panels to wind turbines. Math is the mastermind behind clean energy. It helps make our world greener and cooler. Social savvy, even in stuff like figuring out how people feel, Max lends a hand because of the concept called sentiment analysis, and now that is being overpowered by virtual analysis. It helps scientists study big groups of people and guess what they might do next. Heard of digital money like Bitcoin that packs secret power, keeping transactions safe and secure. So next time when you are using your phone, building a Lego Master piece, or just leaving your awesome, then remember Max is right there making everything cooler and more incredible. So when you take cooking and baking, how Max is going to be utilized there. Your tasty math lab works there. Every recipe is a max challenge. You're measuring your ingredients like flour, sugar, or milk. If a recipe says you need 2 cups of flour, you're using max to measure that exact amount. Baking a cake becomes a delicious max experiment. A recipe is a list of ingredients and instructions to make food. Since a recipe explains how much of each ingredient is used, why we are doing max here? Because even if the sugar is more or the sugar is less, butter is more or butter is less, you don't follow max. Your cake is not cake, it becomes like a dosa. So this is how a baker's mind will run when they are measuring up, though it is not on a paper and pen. Inside the mind, they will be having a key idea, and at the same time, math will be running there. So this is not percentage as you learned in school. Forget about pie charts and think bars instead. How much flour, how much water, how much salt, and how much yeast. So everything is measured in cup, and pick amount of flour, whether it is 500 gram, then how much of everything is calculated accordingly, whether it is water, salt, or yeast. So baker's point of view, max plays a very important and major role. So I'm not telling that it is major only in a baker's thing. We start from even small things in our day-to-day life. Max is evolved all around us. And the main criteria of mathematics involvement is budgeting and finances. So it is money is a secret math tool. So you get some pocket money and you have to decide how much to spend and how much to save. Then you need to know, or need to be very much familiar with the mathematics of saving and budgeting them. So for example, let's take a max puzzle. If you have $20 and you want to save $5, you will spend $15 on things you like. So this is a 50-30-20 budgeting rule where 50% needs a grocery, housing, utilities, health insurance, car payment. 20% we save and 30% we give it for shopping, dining out, and hobbies. You may ask us, in the current scenario, are we able to save 20%? It depends upon what brand of grocery you're using, what brand of utility, and housing also. It depends upon your budgeting. You can save according to the budget what you do, and max helps us to do that. Piggy bank always in every house plays a crucial role. You have to save it, and max helps to do that. And financial mathematics, it describes the application of maths. Financial mathematics is the mathematics that is currently in too much demand, because you would have learned mathematics as Bachelor of Science as pure mathematics, but now mathematics takes different shapes as financial mathematics. So this is referred to as a quantitative finance and financial engineering and computational finance. So this combines tools from statistics, probabilistic, and stochastic process and combines it with economic theory. Professionals in many roles and institutions use this financial mathematics. Some institutions that may prioritize this strategy include investment and commercial banks, insurance companies, and more. So if you have a graduation with BSc Maths and you have any certification with financial mathematics, you can prioritize your jobs in mainly in banks, insurance companies, and share markets. So learning financial mathematics often includes understanding financial formulas, functions, system of equations, fraction modeling, and other math skills. If you want to pursue a career in this field, you can earn a degree in financial marketing or complete any related, that is a program in finance, accounting, statistics, or economics. So, financial mathematics is the upcoming era in the field of maths. So when you go for shopping, every women love to shop. So it is like doing a math adventure. They would have given 100 rupees, for example, and we go for searching for sale. So if you have a 20% off to find out the sale price, you do a bit of math by just doing how much of 20% in 100 and how much you have to spend. So you will spend and you will pay 80 rupees for the toy if you have a 20% discount, and maths helps you to do shop smartly, and you also try to save some money that is given to your shopping. So again, you do a mental max calculation and do your shopping. So, seven budgeting techniques. I'm talking more about budgeting techniques because that is the current thing that is mainly required in the current scenario of budgeting, spending, and saving for the near future. After COVID scenario, every house, every human being is into the thought process of budgeting and spending. So there are seven ways of budgeting. In all the seven ways, you need, of course, max to do it. So the traditional budgeting is using prior year budget to predict the current year budget. 50-30-20 is according to the needs, how much you're going to do it. That is 50-30-20. And then you have a next thing called a snowball budgeting based around the snowball debt repayment plan. Everybody would have taken some loan and how you are going to repay it. So for repaying loan, how much you're going to give in your budgeting. So max helps you to do that. Zero based budgeting, income expenses is equal to zero in every period. Definitely we have expense. So how much we are going to spend. After spending, am I going to save something? If you're not able to save something, what is the other extra income you can expect in the way that you can save it? That is zero based budgeting. Reverse budgeting is automate your saving and use the rest of your income for expenses. 80-20 is 80 in my salary is only for spending and 20 is for your budgeting. And then only is like cash only budgeting is expenses are paid with cash only, where I'm not going to follow any digital method. So we were talking about budgeting and max, and now technology and max is a foundation part of any computer system. Every programmer and computer scientist need to have a basic knowledge of max. The type and level of max depends on what area of computer science you want to work in. I'm talking about finance and computer science because those two are revolving around us in everyday life. As I told you, you get up, you brush your teeth, your brush is also an electronic brush, max is involved there. So you cook your food, the stove, the ovens you use, washing machine, so everything is electronic based and you have all patterns over there. That's why we dealt with pattern pros in the beginning of this FDP. So some computer science career track require only minimal mathematical knowledge. So as long as you know any basic programming language and can do simple arithmetic, you can develop basic mobile apps. But if you want to go further in your computer science career, you have to explore advanced fields like computer security, operating system, or quantum computing. Definitely, maths you should know in a advanced level. So computer scientist, you should be a mathematician, but studying high school and college level can only help you to do the basic level, but you have to be extra super genius to become a computer scientist because that level of mathematics is required in you. We will see what is required in the following slides. So what kind of maths is used in computer science? Every different type of maths is used. So those who work with advanced algorithm and matrices, like the kind involved in image recognition for medical diagnosis, need to understand higher level concepts like differential equations. But for aspiring and first year professionals, it is more important to master number theory and basic equations. And here are some topics to explore. So first and foremost, whenever we combine mathematics with computer science, we need to know about the binary and hexadecimal counting. So it uses only, binary system uses only two digits, 0 and 1, and hexadecimal uses A through F, 0 to 8, and A through F. It makes more sense to humans and converts electronic to binary numbers. So don't let the unfamiliarity of these languages scare you away. Computer science programs tend to cover them early on, so you can start practicing right now. So this is how a binary and hexadecimal application is going to look like. You have the transistors, microprocessors, and then you have your, in the right side, your circuits that is helping us to convert from the physical mode, process it, and give the output mode. So input, processing, output, all these three are parallelly taking place with the help of max that is going around us. So what is discrete max doing in a computer science field or in a everyday field? Discrete max is a tangible math. It analyzes the relationship between things that are distinct and separate. The concept of discrete math include probability, combinatorics, logic, number theory, and graph theory. Where are we using probability? Wherever we have matches, the cricket match, statistics is used, and definitely we need probability. Combinatorics is combination of anything, like I want to pick up some players to play cricket, some players to play football. The system helps us to pick up to show that who should be in the middle order, who should be a bowler. So we use combinatorics. And logic is whether we are going to have a true or false, we are going to use logic over there. Number theory and graph theory. Number theory is very important because it starts from the school level, and graph theory for all the animated projects, we use graph theory on all these. Put together, we call it as discrete mathematics, and this discrete mathematics plays a major role in computer science. So discrete math in computer science, this is how it's going to look like. So it runs software and store files computers. The software and files are both stored as huge string of ones and zeros. Binary math is discrete mathematics. All computer data is represented using binary. Binary digits can be grouped together into bytes and bytes into kilobytes, megabytes, and now it is petabytes and zettabytes. So next we have distributed computing or disruptive systems. So this is a very main concept because without the concept of distributed system or distributive computing, internet is not possible. Internet around the globe is not possible. So Max plays a very important role in the concept of distributing computing. I have a hub, the center hub. I have one center hub, and from that center hub, all the systems are connected. Because of this concept of distributive system, we are able to view the Amazon products. We are able to order in Swiggy. We are able to travel using Uber and Ola. So all these are based and it is working depending upon the mathematic calculation that is more involved in our everyday life. So discrete maths also helps us to solve problems. Process of discrete maths are the basis of modern computer engineering. They power both simple and complex disciplines such as computer architecture, functional programming, distributive system, machine learning, and the main concept now in the current era is artificial intelligence. So if you are a computer science professional, you might use discrete maths to test out multiple algorithms and learn which is the most efficient. Meanwhile, the logical thinking you develop as a discrete math student will help you to approach programming and development tasks more methodically. So anything that is developed, whether it's an app or a program, whatever it is a combinatorial work of a mathematician and a computer programmer. They jointly work together, develop the programs, and they give it us on the table. So we are able to work with all those concepts in a very easy way. So now, what is statistics doing in the technology? Data has become an increasingly important aspect. Because of the growth of data, we have now cloud servers, virtual servers, and we have more than that, where the data has to be handled in a predictable way and in an efficient way. So statistics allow computer programs to deliver accurate generalizations and predictions based on the available information. Understanding statistics can make it easier to grasp concepts like data mining, machine learning, future modeling, speech recognition, user responsiveness, computer graphic analysis. The more you learn about statistics, the more you can manage in using complex data structures. So this lets us to write and learn and push the envelope in software customization. As I told you, though, you need to develop anything in a digitized way, in a computerized way. It is the job of a mathematician sitting with a computer programmer. They plan and do it. So this is how statistic is being decided, and statistics in computer science mainly we are using it because of the technology growth. So it takes the shape of statistical models, statistical analysis, statistical methods, and finally data science. So you can see the Venn diagram here. So you have the statistic as the main concept here, which is being circled with computer science, evolved with computational statistics and statistical computing. So all three are binded together here in the center with statistics. So technology relies not only with the help on mathematics, it needs statistic evaluation also, because we used to call statistic as the sister of mathematics, if you agree with me. So, types of statistics, we have descriptive statistics and inferential statistic. Technology uses both descriptive and inferential, but more scope is for descriptive statistics because it helps to it is again taking different branches of measure of central tendency and measure of variability. Measure of central tendency is the basic statistics where we talk about mean, mode, and median, and measure of variability depends upon the range, variance, and dispersion. So measure of variability plays important role when we are talking about space technology. Measure of central tendency, this concept is majorly used in our day-to-day life because mean, mode, and median is measured in every walk of life in our everyday schedule. So application of statistics, it's on collection of data, present data and textual and tabular form, and present data graphically. So how do you collect data? We have two types of data: primary data, secondary data. And present data graphically is in the form of line chart or histogram, frequency polygon, or using pie chart. And present data and textual and tabular form is from frequency distribution and the cumulative distribution. We talk about frequency distribution because every time we hear FMs, we watch movies through OTTs. Even in theaters, the old method is demolished, and we have all technological distributed way of screening the movies. So we have frequency distribution and cumulative distribution. So this is how statistic is applied in every day of our life. So what is linear algebra doing in our technology? So this computer science and software engineering rely on algorithm. An algorithm is the formula that takes you from a specific input to the correct output. If that sounds familiar, it may be reminding you of middle school or high school algebra. I can give you one good example of writing an algorithm. When we start as writing an algorithm, the first program that is given to us is to write an algorithm to show how you prepare coffee or how you prepare lime juice. So you take a paper pen or you type on the system step 1, step 2, step 3. So this level of algorithm is taken its shape towards relying on software engineering. So algebra includes concepts like exponents, polynomials, linear equations, and quadratic equation. Each of these concepts has real world computer science application. Understanding exponential relationship can help you to adopt visuals so they appeal to the eye. So this is very important because nowadays we have everything on the phone as in the smartphone. So we visually analyze everything, we visually see everything, and we go with it. Solving linear equation helps with the analysis of algorithms because it helps you to spot inaccuracy. You can get by in software development without knowing much algebra, but learning it can help enhance your capabilities. So, me being a BSc computer science student, basically, I learned mathematics as an optional subject that helped me to build my career with computers in a better way when compared to my other friends. So maths always plays crucial role in every part of our life. So why you need linear algebra in technology? This power of linear algebra is used in oil exploration, electrical networks, linear programming, aircraft design, space flight and control system, GPS navigation, multi-channel image processing, computer graphics, quantum computing, quantum physics. So everything comes under power of linear algebra. Wide applications in many fields that include engineering, computer science, mathematics, physics, biology, economics, and statistics, and many more. Linear algebra is a language which you have to practice every day, read and reach out to it in the text carefully and do the exercises. So when we deal with any of these, with definitely power of linear algebra comes into the everyday usage of mathematics. So this is the transformation matrices. As mathematic or computer science student, you would have learned these excuse me, matrix representation. This is how, with the help of matrix representation, a 3D model of car, a 3D model of a dress, a 3D model of house, or 3D model of the MRI scan images are being evaluated. The system behind evaluates with a set of programs written by the software engineer, and you precisely see it on the screen. And then we have the very important thing called as calculus, differential calculus, integration. All these play very important role. So if you are planning to get any computer science degree, so we take a course on calculus. There are two different types of calculus, integral and differential calculus. In the current scenario, CBSE 12 students are terrified with differential calculus because the portion is vast, and the questions were also based on differential calculus and integral calculus in this current CBSE plus 2 exam, because it has a crucial role in determining how well you are fixed with mathematics. Calculus plays very important role in that. So how is technology taking this calculus? Differential equations are particularly important. A differential equation calculates how something changes and how fast that happens. So a computer can predict future outputs. So nowadays you can see lot of people predicting the future, lot of people telling lot of things that will happen, how the technology in 2025, how technology in 2040. It's all prediction that is based on differential equations. So calculus helps in designing simulations. Simulations are very important for every research work. Improving problem solving programs, calculus helps in creating effective algorithms, developing accurate graphs. The word calculus scares some computer science students, but the key is to find a course that will lead you through what you need to know to work in your field. That's why I always tell students to learn maths along with computer programming. Don't, if you're even if you're going to be a web page developer, mathematics is required there, because you have to dimensionalize out what is the size of your face, what is the size of your ears, what is how many figures you're going to have it on the screen. Are you going to represent a team? Are you going to represent only one person? All the dimensions are calculated using this concept called as calculus. So calculus is everywhere. You can see the examples here. The differentiation and integration of calculus have many real-world applications, from sports to engineering to astronomy and space travel, because of one important characteristic in it called as the prediction. And another important characteristic called as designing simulations. So this is very much helpful in the energy field, the space field. In any global architecture, the measurement mission, the observatory, the labs, everything is based upon calculus. Prediction of the weather conditions, everything is based upon calculus. So in the engineering field, calculus initially is developed for better navigation system because of the concept called as prediction and simulation.
Ma'am, we could not able to hear voice, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, sorry for the interruption. Somebody just disconnected and I came out of the screen. Hello, Sharmila, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So,
Okay, ma'am.
can
No
I
problem.
continue?
Yes, ma'am. You can continue. No problem.
Sorry, I cannot share it because I'm presenting from my mobile. I'm trying to connect
Yes, ma'am.
through my phone. Okay. I was talking about use of calculus. So, calculus
Yes,
plays
ma'am.
a very yeah, thank you, ma'am. So, calculus plays a very space, and then so to conclude, Mac truly is the silent hero that shapes every aspect of our lives. It's impossible to cover every single term, but we can definitely grasp the essence of its importance. Everything we see, touch, and experience hinges on Macs, from towering skyscrapers to cozy homes. Computers, those magical devices, work
Ma'am,
thanks
excuse
to
me, ma'am.
complex algorithms. Yeah.
Ma'am, excuse me. Sorry for the interruption. Ma'am, we could not see your screen, ma'am. Can you able to share through your mobile, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm trying, ma'am.
Or else you can send the content so that we can present it here if possible, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sending the content. Ma'am, I'm in the
Yes.
end of the session. I'm only with the
Okay, fine.
conclusion part.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, I'm with the conclusion part. After this, I'll share the PPTs to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So we were talking about the calculus in the end. So calculus is being used for space to all the technologies that we are using it. So maths and space with calculus, it is used to measure the distance of sun from Earth, Sun from Venus, Sun from Pluto. So calculus plays a very important role to measure the distance between Sun and Earth. Because of this mathematics, we were able to send our mission to Sun, right, Aditya? So maths plays a crucial role. So artificial intelligence is the current trend in computer science. Artificial intelligence starts from autonomous system to quantum computing. Quantum computing is basically with quantum physics, which relies mainly on quantum computers and quantum servers. So though the applications are more because of maths, right from physics, astronomy, and engineering, it is a particularly heavy use of calculus that is helping us to achieve all the technology to run in a very smooth and better way. To conclude, absolutely, math truly is the silent hero that shapes every aspect of our lives. Computers, those magical devices, work thanks to complex algorithms and calculation. Even the simplest thing like watches and timepieces are the results of math's precision, where technology has grown and boomed in a wider aspect of our everyday life. Here, the cool part, math is not just a subject you study in school, but it is a language that the entire world speaks. It is the great gears of bicycle, the recipe of for your favorite cookies, and even in the rhythm of your favorite song. We are swimming in maths every day, even if you don't realize it. If you need any help with math homework or understanding those tricky concepts, you're not alone. The math homework help services I help to here to guide. So there are so many online courses, and of course you can reach out to your own professors and teachers to solve all the complex concepts, because technology is mainly binded with mathematics, and you are not able to do it now, you can never do it. So please work it out properly and rely on mathematics to uh, travel and grow with technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. We are deeply appreciative of the fact that you have devoted your time to us. And your insights were both illuminating and encouraging, Mom. And we are extremely grateful for taking the time and effort to be here. Your valuable input about application of mathematics and technology was highly praised by everyone present. Your role in making the event a success was monumental. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for taking the time to share your knowledge with us, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, ma'am. I wish all the best and success for the remaining days of your FTP. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. Now we'll have the questionnaire session, ma'am.
Yeah.
Once again, ma'am.
Participants who have any queries can post it in the chat box or unmute your audio and can ask the question. I kindly request the participants to ask your questions if you have any, or you can also post it in the chat box for ma'am to answer.
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ma'am, I'm Dr. Satish Mohan from Kongunad Arts, ma'am, Coimbatore. Your presentation was very nice, ma'am. The slides also very nice. The basics of statistics you have given is very nice, and applications of statistics also nice, ma'am. At last part we can't able to see your slides, ma'am. Can you able to share your PPT, ma'am, so that we can follow the last part of your presentation?
Sure, sir. I will share it to Dr. Sharmila, ma'am, HOD,
Okay.
and she will be sharing it to all the participants, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions from the participants? Ma'am, they have asked a question: what type of technology is used in image processing?
Okay. Image processing mainly deals with binary computing. So you'll be using a lot of binary computing and hexadecimal, where it depends upon what kind of image processing you're going to do, whether you're going to do with primary data or secondary data, whatever it is. Image processing mainly deals with raster graphic eliminations. So, graphical theory and statistical kind of algorithms will be used. So you will be mainly using a lot of classification algorithms to classify the images, and the inputs given, and the process will take on depending upon the type of image processing you're going to do. So basically, first you have to convert your data into binary. That's why I was explaining about binary computing. Then you have to decide on whether it is going to be raster graphics or any color images, and accordingly we will be choosing the algorithm on the classifiers. So if you are a computer based professor or faculty, you will be knowing about the classifier algorithms like k-means, clustering, SVM is the most basic thing. So all these algorithms will be using based upon statistics and calculus.
Thank you for answering, ma'am. Participants, do you have
Okay,
any
ma'am.
other questions? Ma'am, I think we have no more questions. Now I
Thank you,
request
ma'am.
Mrs. K. Neeraja, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of PG Mathematics, PSD at Krishnamurti College for Women, to present the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to Almighty God for making this today's occasion a resounding success. As William Arthur Watt rightly said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Today, I take this opportunity to express my deepest senses of gratitude and appreciation to all those who made this first FTP such a success. To begin, on behalf of Department of Mathematics PG, I would like to thank our resource person, Dr. A. Prema Kripakaran ma'am, who spared time from her busy schedule to grace this occasion. We gained a lot of knowledge in application of mathematics involved like money talks, design dreams, internet magic, and also we gained the budgeting rule, 7 budgeting techniques, binary and hexadecimal applications and so on. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to thank our beloved Secretary Madam for her generous support for this event. Your encouragement has constantly blossomed all our endeavors. Thank you, ma'am, for your unstinted support. Next, I would like to thank our principal, ma'am, for their guidance. Always help us. My thankful to Dean sir for his guidance and encouragement in all our efforts. I would like to express my thanks to our lovable HOD, Sharmila ma'am, who is pillar to our department. I express my special thanks to our team members for their cooperation in their making this function a fine success. Last but not the least, I thank everyone who have actively participated. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request the participants to kindly switch on your video for a group photo. I kindly request all the participants to switch on your video for a group photo.
Ma'am, kindly repeat, ma'am.
All please switch on your video so that we can take a screenshot. Happy to see you, Prema ma'am. And happy to see you, everyone. It's nice.
Sharmila ma'am, it's done?
Ma'am, 1 second, ma'am. 1 second.
Yeah, okay. Okay, ma'am, no problem.
Thank you all. We are happy that you all have switched on your videos. Thank you so much. And we'll meet tomorrow by 5:30 to 6:30 by Dr. Prakash from RCV Engineering College. Thank you, participants. Thank you very much. Thank you, Prema ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Feedback form will be posted in the WhatsApp group. Dear participants, feedback form will be posted in the WhatsApp group so that you can fill it. Thank you all. Thank you for your
Thank you, ma'am.
participation. Thank you, sir. Prema ma'am.